Hi, my name is Blair, and welcome back to my channel, Bright as Blaze, where you can explore plant-based recipes, well, mostly plant-based recipes, with me for the journey. If you have any recipes you'd like me to try, or any vegetables you want to learn how to like, let me know, and maybe I'll do a video about it. So it's summertime, so it's been really hot, and recently I've been eating a lot of chilled vegetables, salads, bowls, plates of any kind. So this video is about 3 summer salads that I've been eating recently. Starting off first with my crispy chickpea arugula salad. So first I'm going to crisp up some brown rice, chickpea, and broccoli, croutons I like to call it, in the oven and season it really well. I'm going for a Cajun chili-ish styled seasoning, so I'm adding paprika, garlic powder. I always add garlic powder, some Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning, especially to the broccoli, and then olive oil, which is my favorite oil to use, and then I add in some salt to the chickpeas and the rice, because Slap Your Mama is salted, but I only added it to the broccoli there. And then black pepper, of course. Then I'm just gonna pop this in the oven at 375 and let it crisp up. And in the meantime, I'll prep the salad. Okay, so while the hot toppings are roasting in the oven, I'm just slicing up some of this beautiful heirloom tomato, and then I'll slice up a white onion. We're keeping these raw. I pretty much always enjoy my tomatoes raw, but I love tomatoes, so I'll eat it anyway. And then we're gonna dress our arugula greens for the salad. Okay, yeah, so for the arugula leaves, I add olive oil, lemon juice or white wine vinegar, salt, pepper, and then if I'm feeling like I want a little cheesy twist, I sometimes add nutritional yeast. But this is my favorite way to season my salad greens. I don't necessarily make a separate dressing. I just dress the greens directly and massage it in lightly, gently, because arugula and some of like the butter lettuce I sometimes use for this salad are a little delicate, so you want to be gentle when you're massaging in the seasonings. After everything's all massaged in, I'm topping with my heirloom tomato, my white onion, and then of course the crispy toppings. of the brown rice, chickpeas, and broccoli croutons. And it adds a fabulous crunch and texture to the salad. Um, so it makes sure that it's not boring. I don't like a boring salad. And this was delicious. Full of flavor, full of nutrients, had lots of interesting texture, and really well seasoned. And I accomplished that by literally seasoning at every step. I seasoned the food and the salad separately. So when it all comes together, it was in perfect harmony. It was delicious. Okay, so next, I had the salad for breakfast because I was just really craving. I told you I love tomatoes, right? So I was really craving some tomatoes and cucumber. Um, so this is a salad plate. Not really a traditional salad form. There's no lettuce here. But essentially, I have a bunch of sliced tomato and cucumber, lightly seasoned with salt, pepper, garlic powder, maybe even Italian seasonings. And then it's all on top of a really rich, creamy tofu whipped ricotta situation. So the tofu is seasoned really well with, miso, lemon, nutritional yeast, and all of that. Garlic sometimes, blend it up really well so that it's smooth and served with the tomato and cucumber. And it's a delicious salad. It's like a vegan pizza. My sister would hate me for saying that because she hates calling things that aren't the traditional recipes by the name. Like, vegan pizza doesn't make any sense to her. But it's like you get the cheesy notes, you get the tomatoey notes, and the refreshing crunch of the cucumber. It really hits the spot. It's really refreshing on a hot summer day. So you see I added salt, nutritional yeast, lemon juice. I forgot to add that for extra richness, you can add tahini and miso for extra umami here. And once you blend it all up, it's easy to just spread on a plate. paired this salad with some of my homemade sourdough rye bread. I like it a little rustic. So it's crunchy, and then I toasted it to get an extra crisp on it. You can have it with a drizzle of olive oil and seasoning. That's basically all I use to season my toast these days. So like olive oil and seasonings to pair with the salad, and it was delicious. It really hit the spot. Last but not least, we have a sweet and savory Asian flavor styled salad, with carrots being the star of the show here. So first I ribbon a bunch of carrots. Well, not a bunch, 3 carrots as you see here. And I think I only used 2 carrots actually. I put the last one away. And then I'm pairing it with tomato, red onion, lightly dressed salad, and some seasoned quinoa. I added a little bit, what's the name of it? Gochujang, the red pepper paste, when I was cooking the quinoa and making the dressing for this. So first, we're dressing the carrots with that is the sweet and savory bit of this. So I season with ginger, soy sauce, honey, salt, pepper. Oh, not salt, separate from the soy sauce, but something along those lines. And I got a really delicious, like, gingery, sweet and salty sauce for the carrots. You probably have noticed by now, but to me, a perfect salad dressing for basically any vegetable has the same 3 components. It has a salt, it has an oil, and it has an acid of some kind. So in this case, I use soy sauce for the salt, sesame oil for the oil, and the white wine vinegar, because I think I might have been out of the lemon juice at this point, for the acid. And then I just add on whatever other seasonings I want to gear the salad in whatever direction I'm going. So for this, I added some ginger and some honey to get a little bit of that sweetness going, and I mixed really well. Oh, I also add garlic. I add garlic to everything. I forgot about that. For the tomato accompaniment, I really wanted to focus on the fresh flavor of the tomato here, so I didn't season this too crazy. I added olive oil, some nutritional yeast, some salt, some Italian seasoning, I believe, and then I mixed it all up. I forgot I did also add a little bit of rosemary to the salad. Which really does add a punch of aromatic flavor that is delicious. And these serving sizes, like half of this tomato salad was put away for eating another time. So a lot of the times you see me cooking, most of the time I'm doing 2 servings, not 1, and I put whatever I don't eat back in the fridge. Finally, for a protein-packed flavor bomb, I do my salt-soaked tofu, which gets it extra crispy, and then I seasoned it with the gochujang dressing that really adds like a punch of salty, spicy-ish, not really that spicy, but spicy-ish flavor. And then you see me here prepping my quinoa as well to cook. Okay, so for the dressing, you see me add the gochujang, some water to thin it out, some soy sauce, some honey, some white pepper, some sesame oil, and then I mix, and then I'll add the tofu right in, and then whatever of this dressing that doesn't get taken up by the tofu, I just pour over the quinoa. Like air frying your tofu like me, I normally leave mine in at about 400 for 10 minutes for just a light crisp, 12 minutes for like a medium crisp. If I really want it crispy, I'll do 15 minutes, especially for bigger pieces like this. If I cut it smaller than this, 12 is just fine. You don't want to go too far or it'll be dry. So that's what I do. And then here we are to assemble. Okay, so you see me doing my ribboned sweet and savory carrots here. I spoon in some quinoa. Then I'll add in the tofu and the tomato, seasoned tomato salad. And that makes a perfect grain bowl. And it was delicious, really hit the spot. And it's light and still cool, so you still get the warmth of like a dinner, but because of the raw vegetables, you get a cooling component. So I really enjoyed these summer salads, and I have eaten it more than once and made it more than once. This one was delicious. It really hit the spot.